My name is Khilesh Joshi, and today we are going to do something most people don't do when they talk about Dubai real estate. We are going to look past the launch noise, past the marketing gloss, and past the usual limited supply storytelling. Because if you truly want to understand where Dubai is heading and where the next decade of real estate value will be created, you need to understand Dubai's city level strategy first. Dubai's wider vision is not subtle. The city is working towards doubling its population and ranking among the top 3 tourism destinations by 2033. That kind of ambition will not be fulfilled by supply alone. It will be fulfilled by experience, world-class hotels, a vibrant F&B scene, seamless connectivity, and above all, iconic attractions that pull global visitors year after year. And when you evaluate Dubai through that lens, the strategic importance of Waterfront becomes undeniable. This is not borrowed rhetoric from legacy projects, it is etched into every grain of Dubai's coastline, quietly asserting one truth: I am worthy my weight in gold. Waterfront districts are not just prime real estate. They are the powerful tourism magnets, engines of economic growth, and long-term catalysts of Dubai's future. Tourism already contributed a meaningful portion of the UAE's GDP, and that share is expected to rise as Dubai's economy expands under D33. This is why the expansion and elevation of waterfront zones is not a trend. It is deliberate, structured, and long-term. This is Dubai designing its next era of demand. So, the real question becomes, what project truly embodies this vision? Not a project that sells the tried story of finite waterfront supply, but a project that is positioned on real demand, supported by global momentum, demographics, capital flows, tourism strategy, and infrastructure execution. The true engines of ROI and enduring value. And when you look at Dubai through this lens, one development stands out: Siora by Beyond on Dubai Islands. Siora is not just another sea view story. It's a unique convergence of waterfront and wellness. And that combination matters when more than most people realize. The wellness economy globally is growing faster than broad GDP forecast. And wellness real estate has outperformed traditional construction growth in recent years. That tells you something very important. Real estate today is no longer defined by brick and mortar alone. It is defined by vision, by concept, and by long-term relevance. And on the axis of vision and execution, a project positioned at around 3,000 dirham per square foot on Dubai's evolving waterfront deserves serious attention. But before we set sail into the promise of Siora, it's worth pausing to understand the force behind it. Because in Dubai, product matters, but developer DNA matters just as much. Omni Group has built a reputed in Dubai's ultra-luxury arena and has been associated with dominance in the very top end of the market. They have partnered with global hospitality names like Dorchester Collection, and they have refined their design pedigree through collaboration with respected architects and brands. Now, with Beyond as the luxury-focused sister brand, the ambition is clear: not mass market volume, but curated lifestyle product position for value creation.
Just like yesterday when we launched Beyond in 2024, just towards end of 2024. And in 1 year of operation, this brand that promised to deliver a unique experience to a much wider class of society and create a product that can really address a much larger segment of the market. In the same principle of our group, in the same design philosophy of our group, it has come to reality. I'm pleased here today to announce the second cluster master plan by Beyond, a dedicated cluster over 2 million square feet. This master plan will sit in a beautiful setting facing the sunset right on the beach. It's over 12 billion GDV and development value. Siora will deliver and a unique community that empowers people's life.
The word luxury is chronically overused in Dubai. So let's clarify what luxury actually means in 2026. Luxury does not come from slapping a watch logo or car brand onto a building. For today's wealthy buyers, luxury is meaningful experience, intelligent layouts, generous open space, thoughtful amenities, privacy, and a lifestyle that feels engineered, not improvised. And if you want to evaluate Siora properly, the cleanest way is to assess it across 4 parameters that I have learned to treat as the ultimate litmus test in the market: location, concept, livability, and capital appreciation. Let's begin with location, because this is where perception plays games and investors. When was the last time a consultant spoke to you about an upcoming area and you were genuinely convinced? If your instinctive reaction is, "This is too far," why, brother? I understand that completely. Dubai has had countless pitches that sounded good in theory but didn't feel convincing in practice. And the location of Dubai Island can trigger the same knee-jerk reaction. Some people dismiss it as too close to old Dubai or past its prime. But here's the truth about perception in real estate. It forms fast and it disappears faster, especially when government backing and execution enter the picture. Some of Dubai's most iconic developments were dismissed in exactly the same way before the city flipped the script. Dubai Island sits with a corridor that features prominently in Vision 2040 and the D33 economic agenda. What's happening here is not being built to impress for a momentum. Maritime City, Rashid Yachts and Marina, and Dubai Islands are built to accommodate the future, to house the next wave of residents, and to expand Dubai's tourism offering with new iconic destinations. And this area benefits massively from proximity to what I consider Dubai's most powerful employment and service engine: the broader commercial and financial hub and the heritage urban sector. These zones hold a huge concentration of jobs, city-centric services, and core amenities. They remain the backbone of Dubai's daily life and business activity. What Dubai Islands does is add a new dimension to existing engine, the tourism dimension, and that matters because it changed the character, the demand profile, and the global pull of the entire corridor. Infrastructure is not missing here. It already exists, and upgrades are on the way. Major connectivity improvements such as Shindagha Corridor project with a multi-billion dirham investment are aimed at reducing travel times dramatically and strengthening the flow between Old Dubai, Central Dubai, and emerging coastal districts. Add to that the pilot initiatives of Dubai Walk and Dubai Reefs in surrounding zones, and you begin to understand what this area is becoming: not just a residential pocket, but a livable tourism ecosystem anchored by infrastructure, experience, and a long-term planning. Now, when we move to the second parameter, concept, and this is where the real story begins. Concept-led projects in 2026 and beyond are your safely net. Concepts are built around evolving global buyers' needs. They remain relevant longer, and they age like blue-chip assets. Palm Jumeirah and Dubai Marina are the proof. 2 decades later, they are still powerhouse because the concept was strong enough to survive cycle and still feel desirable. Dubai Islands, in both scale and vision, is simply the next evolution of that story. Before dissecting Siora, you need to understand Dubai Islands at a macro level. Alongside Park Jamal Ali, Dubai Islands represent Dubai's most ambitious answer to future demand, spanning roughly 17 square kilometers across 5 theme islands. It is designed to accommodate long-term population growth towards 8 million residents by 2040 and tourism ambition towards 30 million tourists by 2030. When you place those targets against hotel inventory and occupancy dynamics, you begin to see Dubai is expanding hospitality ecosystem so aggressively because the city needs more room nights, more attraction, more experiences, and more coastal destinations that can carry global volume. Dubai Islands offers approximately 21 kilometers of beachfronts, including a blue flag beach, along with marinas, golf, hospitalities, and nearly 30,000 homes. This is Dubai answering a conundrum. How do you house future residents while simultaneously expanding tourism capacity and lifestyle infrastructure? Dubai Islands is not just a blueprint of the palm. It adds dimensions that improves the model. Structurally, Dubai Island designed in a bay-like configuration that supports better water circulation, meaning clear beaches and reduced stagnation issues. It also improves on connectivity by reducing choke points. Unlike earlier island master plans with limited access, Dubai Island is designed with multiple entry routes to support smoother traffic flow. And it elevates quality of life through lower concrete intensity, meaning more open space, more breathing rooms, and more of that ideal island destination feel that mature waterfront markets are built on. Now, within Dubai Island, each island carries its own identity, and this matters because it shapes long-term district behavior. There is an island that functions like downtown core with high density, major retail and culture anchors, and a heavy hospitality profile. There are islands designed for more resort-style living, with villas and medium density residential mixed with hotels and community services like schools. There is an oasis-style island anchored by golf lifestyle, eco-district, marina village, mansions and wellness resorts. There are boutique lifestyle islands which build around sport, country club living and marine villages. And there is an exclusive signature island designed for low-density estates, private marinas and private clubhouses. And this brings us to where Siora sits, Island B, the Shore Island, one of the lower density lifestyle driven zones. Beyond has secured a land parcel of roughly 200,000 square meters for Siora. And this is where you start seeing concept conviction. Siora is planned as a sub-community cluster, not just one or two isolated towers. Cluster developments are rarer and harder to replicate because they require more capital, more planning, and more commitment to long-term experience. That gives Siora depth of offering and a resort-style identity that many smaller launches simply cannot match. Now, let's talk about defining fact, the one that changes everything. More than 70% of the entire land parcel is reserved to open spaces. Roughly 140,000 square meters is left for park and landscape, shaped by Japanese gardening principles designed to enhance mental well-being, support immunity, and enrich environment. This landscape opens onto a pristine beach environment and the wider shoreline lifestyle. Long walking and cycling tracks that encourage daily connection with nature. Wellness isn't a marketing layer here. It's engineering into concept itself. And when combined wellness with beachfront, which is the rarest land type in Dubai, you are stacking scarcity upon scarcity. That's why the 3,000 dirham per square foot entry is not just a number. It's a positioning advantage, especially when you consider that many other beachfront destinations in Dubai are already trading at significantly higher price levels. Now, we move to the third parameter, livability. Because homes that make you live and feel better always sell better. Livability is the sum total of features that makes a development desirable to reside in, not just invest in, and the most underrated driver of livability is density. The concrete footprint. Dubai Islands already positions itself with lower concrete intensity compared to other waterfront icons, but Siora goes even further by developing a only fraction of a plot while preserving the majority as open space. Siora is expected to have around 1500 residences in total. That is a serious statement when you compare it to high density districts within Dubai Islands and to other waterfront communities in Dubai. Lower density is not just comfort, it is a demand stability. It shapes experience, privacy noise, congestion, and long-term desirability. On the top of that, Siora offers variety 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom configurations, duplexes, and penthouses with a wide range of sizes which expands buyer demand and resale liquidity, adding features like full glaze design, and you are building a product that reflects how luxury buyers think today. Space, light, connections, and thoughtful planning. Now, let's layer this with the real buyer behavior. High net worth buyers consistently value proximity to healthcare, schools, golf lifestyle, beach access, parks and open spaces, skyline views, regional retail hubs, sustainability features, on-site wellness facilities, and transit access. When you score Siora and its ecosystem against these lifestyle criteria, it ranks extremely high because one of these requirements are embedded into the DNA of Island B and the wider Dubai Island ecosystem. This is why livability becomes one of your invisible resale advantage. Now, we come to the crowning moment, capital appreciation, where number speaks and speculation disappears. Dubai Island is not an ordinary community. It is a city in the making, and the infrastructure surrounding it is dynamic, evolving, designed to accommodate Dubai's next growth cycle. Some investors see that fluidity and hesitate, but history teaches the opposite lesson. When Dubai commits to a transformation corridor, execution changes perception, and perception changes pricing. To benchmark Siora, we look at what is happening across Dubai's established beachfront icons. Blue Waters, despite limited direct beach access for many units, has reached premium pricing levels. Palm Jumeirah remains a benchmark with sustainable existing inventory, yet New Year offline waterfront products trade at strong price points. Emaar Beachfront commands premium pricing driven by beach lifestyle despite high density. JBR continues to demand high pricing due to its beachfront appeal even though much of its stock is older. Ultra-luxury beachfront enclaves price even higher, proving that beachfront is not just scarce, it is an elastic demand. And then you zoom back to Siora on Shore Island at around 3000 dirham per square foot, when comparable beachfront destinations already trade well north of 5000 dirham per square foot. The case becomes structurally compelling. Even before you factor in Siora, low density, wellness-led concept, and open space allocation. The power of Dubai offline market is that payment plans magnifies return on equity. You control a high value asset while deploying only part of the capital prior to handover. That is why early positioning in a government-backed emerging waterfront districts has historically been one of the strongest wealth creation strategies in Dubai when executed correctly. Even if you take conservative assumptions, not aggressive ones, the logic holds. If Dubai Islands mature and pricing begin to converge toward established beachfront benchmarks over years, the appreciation on equity deployed can be significant. And you can triangulate the value through rentals as well. If beachfront 1 bedroom is mature, I can command high annual rents, then at typical market yields, the implied capital value remains elevated. Rental validate pricing. So no matter which lens you see, comparable pricing, equity deployment, or rental triangulation, The thesis is clear. Beachfront lifestyle assets positioned inside Dubai's next tourism corridor have structural potential, not just speculative potential. Dubai rewards vision, persistence, and a long-term strategy. If you have the intent and horizon to secure trophy assets and generational holds, the true crown jewel of any serious portfolio, then you don't chase noise. You're positioned before the market fully prices in the future. My name is Khilesh Joshi. If you like this video and if this video added value, please like, share and subscribe, because on this channel, we don't sell stories. We break down positionings, and if you want a personalized investment plan, the right unit selection, the right timing strategy and the right exit strategy, you can reach out directly and I'll guide you through it. Until we meet again, stay smart, stay long term, and remember, in Dubai, those who understand structural change early don't chase appreciation. They position before it.